This is Cre8 Radio.
On 87.7 FM and online at Cre8RadioFM.net. Still here with Dayve Dean. And you've been, as well as having a busy summer coming ahead, you've been busy recently as well, on the fourth plinth.
That was true, yes. That was in September last year as part of the One Another.
Was it that long ago?
It was, yeah, 24th of September, or something like that, 25th.
And if anyone doesn't know, the fourth plinth was like a huge project over months, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, the fourth plinth is in Trafalgar Square in London, and it was designed to have a statue on when it was first built, I don't know how many years ago, and never happened for one reason or another, so it just lay empty for years and years. And they started putting commissioned artworks on there. There was sort of a model of a pregnant disabled lady and this, that and the other on there for a while, the model of a hotel. And Anthony Gormley, who has done various things like the Morecambe or Crosby statues and the Angel of the North and things like that, he thought it would be a good idea to get people on there for about 4 months. It was just people going in 24 hours a day, just one person on the plinth for an hour doing whatever they wanted to do.
And so, do you remember exactly when your slot was?
It was 9 o'clock on a Friday night.
Oh, so that's not bad actually,
yeah,
is it?
It was a perfect time for a gig. It was fantastic. It's they did draws every month. They did these monthly draws to pick all the people, or the plinthers as they call them, to pick all the participants. And I missed out on every single one, and I got a phone call because they put you on standby. I got a phone call on sort of the Wednesday or something like that saying, we've had someone pull out, can you do this Friday at 9 o'clock? So
I was going to say,
of course I could.
You really don't want to be on there at 3 AM in the morning on a Saturday, especially on a Saturday morning when you've got all the revellers coming back.
Yeah, well, that weekend actually it was Eid, so there was a big Eid festival with loads of music and noise happening on Trafalgar Square. But if it had rained, if it had been early in the morning, if there'd been anything happening, because I was essentially using it as a chance to do a live gig for an hour, it would have been dreadful. But 9 o'clock on a nice warm dry Friday night, it was fantastic. Yeah, the sun had just set, and yeah, loads of people just nicely drunk enough to stay and watch, and not too drunk to cause trouble. So it was good fun. It's still available online if you want to have a watch. It's oneanother.co.uk, and just check out, either do a search for Dayve Dean, or I think 25th or whatever the Friday is of September, 9 PM. You can click on there, or just go to my website and it's linked from there as well.
How do they get you up onto the plinth?
They had there was a big net around the side of it to stop you falling off.
Well,
if you fall off,
yeah.
you wouldn't die. But they had a big sort of cherry picker platform thing that took you from right across the other side of Trafalgar Square where the offices were. They took you out from there and sort of craned you up and over this net and on, and then you had to sort of swap with the other person, so you couldn't have two people on at one time. And you had to be there quite a bit in advance, and I was interviewed for the Sky Arts programme as well, so I was there for hours and hours before. But they as well as a plinth, they actually interview you for the Welcome Foundation project. They're doing a sort of big audio store of it, so they've interviewed everyone on there as well, and they're making a book about it. There's quite a few things that are going on in addition to the web stream and the live things within Trafalgar Square. So it's quite a big, impressive project to have been able to be part of.
And what was the view like? Because I can imagine being up that high could be quite...
Well, do you know, it's quite odd because it's on the end of Trafalgar Square where, by the National Gallery, it's raised up quite high, and then you've got the big drop behind you. And most people gather on the National Gallery side, so I was sort of playing mainly over to that side, and it didn't feel very high, to be honest. But then from the other side, I sort of went once or twice to the other side, and it's a heck of a drop there. But you're just looking out over the fountains, and it's just a pretty view, really. There were quite a few people that just spent their hour just gazing, and I can imagine very boring to watch, but actually doing it, in a way I sort of feel like I missed out, really, not enjoying the view enough. But because I'd been watching people on the webcam, I had an idea of what was particularly boring to watch and what was a bit more entertaining, and there was a big sort of undercurrent of people on Twitter that were call them plinth hecklers. They were moaning about people. And actually, all the ones I came across were really complimentary to me. So I take that as a huge compliment.
I would as well. Well, you want to talk about charity as well, because...
Yes, well, I've kind of
moving
related to one another, actually. Part of the reason I did it, I treated it like a busking session, because I've been doing busking for Cancer Research UK and for Oxjam. Oxjam is the Oxfam Music Festival that I was playing at around that time. I did various gigs around Chester and Crewe and various areas. And also Busking Cancer, which is coming up again in May, I think the first one, so around the 10th of May for that week. And it's an opportunity for people to get out, wear sort of red t-shirts designed by Fender, which are sort of Busking Cancer. It's for Cancer Research UK, going out and busking, making music and donating whatever you make to charity to help with cancer research. So it's a great time really for us to get out and play. I did some last year with the band, which at the time was myself and three other people. We sort of took a portable band kit really and went and played in Crewe Town Centre for an hour and made a fair amount. So it's something we're looking forward to do again. Yeah.
And I presume all the details are on your website as well?
At the moment, there's only the ones that we did in the past, yeah, the Oxjam and the Busking Cancer ones from last year, but yes, we're in the process of sorting dates and things, and the website will be the best place to look for all the details about when and where we'll be playing for those.
And that website again is?
That website is dayve.co.uk, which is dayve.co.uk, and that will link you into the Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and all those ones as well.
Don't forget the Y. It's Dayve Dean, everybody. Brilliant to have you in the studio. So, Dayve Dean.
Cheers. Thank you for having me, Tom.
And we'll play another song from your album Octagon, and this is I Don't Want to Be That Man Anymore, here on Cre8RadioFM. Cool, okay.
Good. Are we done?
I think we are.
Excellent. Well, cheers for having us over.
That's alright.
It's good fun. You're having too much fun with that.